It began like any other quiet Saturday morning in Tehran. Iran's supreme leader walked into a routine meeting surrounded by his closest security and advisors. But within minutes, everything changed. A powerful joint strike by the United States and Israel ended his life. But the real story is not just the strike itself. The real story is what happened long before that moment, the years of preparation that made it possible. According to a report by the Financial Times, the operation was built on an extraordinary level of surveillance. For years, Israeli intelligence had been quietly studying Iran's systems, gathering information piece by piece, and one of their most surprising tools was Tehran's own traffic camera network. Yes, the same cameras Iran installed to monitor its citizens. Those cameras, originally meant to track protesters and control public order, were allegedly hacked and turned into intelligence assets. Through them, analysts could observe daily movements across the city. One particular camera captured something small but incredibly valuable. It showed where the security vehicles protecting the supreme leader regularly parked. That single detail opened the door to something much bigger. Israeli intelligence began studying the footage closely, tracking patterns. When did the guards arrive? Where did they park? Which drivers handled which officials? When did shifts change? By watching the people around the leader, they could indirectly track the leader himself. Over time, intelligence teams built detailed behavioral profiles. These files mapped the routines of the inner circle, their homes, travel routes, and schedules. In intelligence terms, this is known as building a pattern of life. Leading the operation was Israel's elite cyber intelligence division, Unit 8200. This unit reportedly processed massive amounts of information using artificial intelligence systems. Billions of data points were analyzed: phone signals, camera footage, travel routes, and social connections. They used network analysis to map relationships inside the leadership circle: who communicated with whom, who held influence, and who moved closest to power. Piece by piece, a full picture of the supreme leader's daily environment emerged. Then came the day of the strike. Something unusual happened just before the attack. Cellular networks around the leader's compound reportedly experienced disruptions. Phone calls struggled to connect. Communications slowed down. If you were part of the security team, reaching your colleagues suddenly became difficult. At the same time, Israeli and American intelligence confirmed the leader's location. Reports suggest that both technical surveillance and human intelligence sources verified he was inside the residence, meeting senior officials. Iranian authorities already suspected that an attack might come someday, but what they did not expect was the timing. The strike happened in the morning, in broad daylight, and it came faster than anyone anticipated. For Israel, operations like this are part of a long history of complex intelligence campaigns. In recent years, similar tactics have been used to disrupt militant networks, sabotage communication systems, and weaken adversaries long before direct confrontation begins. These operations often take years of preparation, years of watching, analyzing, and waiting for the exact moment to act. Because modern warfare is no longer fought only with missiles and fighter jets. Today's battles are also fought with data, algorithms, and invisible surveillance networks. Information has become one of the most powerful weapons on the battlefield. And sometimes the most decisive strikes are the ones planned silently for years.